Hey guys, it is Ed here. Welcome to Vanguard News and Reveals for the week of 6/10. Let's get right into it. First, let's go into our character reveals for Divine's Z Season 2. First, they gave us Cybelt. He's the plushie who helps guide the Destined Ones, voiced by Rie Kugimiya. And that's all the information they gave. Next, Kuon Aikawa, voiced by Nobunga Shimazaki. And then they also gave us the tidbit, his Destined One follows the nation of Stoicheia, meaning it seems like it's soft confirmation that the Destined Ones will not be dual nation units. Next is Yuna Sainoji, voiced by Yuzuki Wataze. She is the Destined One of Lyrical Monasterio. Now for the card reveals for this week. First card up, welcome to the Starlight Festival. Play this with Counterblast to 1. Choose 3 grade 0 cards from your drop and put them into your soul. If you chose 3 critical triggers, you get to draw a card. Wishing Star on the Beach, Ripple. Auto in the rearguard circle. At the end of the battle, this unit attacked a Vanguard, cost, Soul Blast 1 trigger unit, and return this unit to your hand. Eerie Going, Otimi. Auto in the rearguard circle. At the end of your turn, if you Energy Blast 3 or more at the same time for the cost of your card's abilities this turn, you may return this unit to your hand. Enclosed Star, the Shura. Auto, when this unit is retired from the rearguard circle by your opponent's card ability, Soul Blast 1, and you may draw a card. Romance Face Operna. Continuous on the rearguard and guardian circle. If your Vanguard's grade is lower than your opponent's grade, or you have 4 or more cards in your damage zone, this unit receives plus 5k power and 5k shield. It's also active on your opponent's turn too, meaning while you're riding up, if you went second, or if you're in a worse spot than your opponent, this card becomes a 13k booster and a 10k shield unit. Immersed in Ripples, Avinas. Auto, when this unit is placed on the rearguard other than during the battle phase. If you have a Vanguard with Lilfa in its card name, Soul Blast 2 cards with Lilfa with their card names, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, choose up to 1 grade 2 or greater unit card with a different card name from the unit from among them, call it to the rearguard circle, and shuffle your deck. Frolic Hopper, Funet. Continuous on the rearguard and guardian circle. If you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Lilfa in its card name, this unit gets plus 10k power and 10k shield. It's also active on your opponent's turn, meaning this is a 23k beat stick, 33 on Persona Ride, and this has 10k guard so you can easily guard stuff. Reminder, it has to be from hand because grade 3s do not have the intercept skill. Auto in the rearguard circle. At the end of the battle, this unit attacked while boosted by a grade 2 or greater unit. Cost, Energy Blast 3, choose one of your grade 2 or greater rearguards and return it to your hand. Meaning, you can just use that skill to bounce it. Brightest Dreamer Lilfa, one of the other girls from set 3 of Lyrical Monasterio that has gotten a dress-up form. So dress-up of the highest Dreamer Lilfa. During this fight, this card's also regarded as having the same name as that Lilfa. Continuous on the Vanguard circle, all your grade 2 or greater rearguards gain boost, and all of your other grade 3 units with Lilfa in their card names get plus 20k shield. That could easily be good if you have Lilfa for Persona Ride and or if you run both versions of her dress up and OG. Auto in a Vanguard circle, when this unit attacks, if all your units are grade 2 or greater, Counterblast 1, choose up to 3 of your rearguards and return them to hand. Choose up to 2 grade 3 rearguards from your hand and call them in the same column. That will help you enable multi-attack with this deck. Blue Illumination, Belting. Auto in the rearguard circle, when this unit attacks or boosts, if your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater and 4 or more units were placed this turn, this unit gets plus 10k power until the end of battle. Wishing Upon the Starlight. Play this card with Counterblast 2. Choose one of your Vanguards and it gets the red text. Auto in the Vanguard circle once per turn. When this unit attacks, choose 6 of your units. If you chose 6 units, all chosen units have different names from each other, this unit gets critical +1 until the end of battle, and you get that skill until the end of turn. So you can kind of use this in Chris Reign as a way to get 3 criticals for almost no cost. Dreaming Fever Terfini. Act on the rearguard circle once per turn. Energy Blast 3, and until the end of the turn, this unit gets both boost and 5k power, making it a 15k booster if needed for Energy Blasting 3. Let's Fly Arakchin. Auto in the rearguard circle. When this unit boosts, if you Energy Blast 3 or more at the same time for the cost of your card's abilities this turn, this unit gets plus 5k until the end of battle, making it a 13k booster. Before the Festival. Play this cost with Counterblast 1, choose one of your units being attacked, and it gets plus 5k power for each of your open rearguard circles. Now, we are moving on to our promo reveals. So, the first 3 promos are Start Deck, a support, while the rest support other decks. First, they revealed what cards are being reprinted in Japan's July and August promo packs, which would be October and November for English. So, essentially, commons. We're getting commons as our filler. At least one's a PG, but it's not even the good PG. And for sake of you guys don't have to look up the cards while I'm talking about them, I added them to the bottom of the slides. So Contract Golem Auto from the drop. When your grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Triumph Dragon in its card name is placed during your ride phase, if you do not have a rearguard with the same name as this card, Soul Blast 1, and you get to call this card from the rearguard. If you called, Energy Charge 1. Auto in the rearguard circle. At the end of the battle, this unit boosted a unit with Straff Command in its card name. If you have not countercharged this turn, you may put this unit into Soul and countercharge 1, and then Straff Command Dragon is down there so you know what card it is talking about. Surgical Scissor Angel. Drop. Auto in the drop. When your grade 3 or greater with Sarah's Veil in its card name is placed during your ride phase, if you do not have a rearguard with the same name as this card, cost Soul Blast 1 and call it to the rearguard circle. If you called, Energy Charge 1. At the end of the battle, this unit boosted Virile Core in its card name. Put this card in the Soul, choose one of your boosted rearguards, and return it to your hand. And then Virile Core is down at the bottom. Happy Influencer Lasha. Auto from the drop. It's the same skill. I'm not going to repeat it a third time. But at the end of the battle, this unit boosts a unit with Respino in its card name. Put this unit in the Soul, choose one of your units with Respino in its card name, and reduce the cost of that unit's original ability by 1 counterblast this turn. And then we got Bruce support, and I've been seeing some people on Twitter talk about this card and how it can enable 7 attacks back in Bruce, and if you're extremely lucky, up to 9 or 11 attacks. Diabolos Striker Orland. When this card is discarded from your hand during your turn, or it's put from the deck into the Soul during your turn, such as like with Pandemonium Tactics. If you have a Vanguard with Diabolos in its card name, Energy Blast 3, call this card to an open back row rearguard circle. Auto in the back center rearguard circle once per turn. At the end of the battle, your rearguards attacked. If you're in Final Rush, cost, retire 2 of your front row rearguards with Diabolos in their name. Draw a card, choose one of your open back row rearguard circles, and move it to an open rearguard circle. Now, this card I'm extremely excited for, especially for Welstra. Blitz Sales Astil. Auto, when this card is discarded from your hand during your turn. That means it's for ride phase, or for paying the cost of searching for your products. You may put this card into your Soul. If you may either countercharge 1 or energy charge 2. Continuous on the Guardian Circle. If you have a Vanguard with Blitz in its card name, this unit gets plus 5k shield, making it a 10k shield. Continuous on the Rearguard Circle. If you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Welstra in its name, this unit gets plus 5k power. It's also active on your opponent's turn as well, making it a 13k booster. I'm really excited for this card to come out in English. Flappy L'Iroquois. When this unit is placed on the rear guard other than during the battle phase, if you have a Vanguard with Sylvan Horn Beast in its name, Energy Blast 3, and perform one of the following skills. Choose a card with Sylvan Horn Beast in its card name and a grade less than or equal to your Vanguard from the drop and call it to the rear guard. If your Vanguard is Sylvan Horn Beast of Calamity Magnolia Mask, choose a grade 3 or less card with Dragon Tree in its name and call it to the rear guard circle, and this is a brand new skill. When this unit with Sylvan Horn Beast in its card name is attacked, retire this unit. You may choose one of your units being attacked, and it gets plus 10k power until the end of battle. Rampant Planetaria Rafseka, auto on the rear guard circle. When this unit attacks, if you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Hasseret in its name, this unit gets plus 5k power until the end of battle. And at the end of that battle, Soul Blast 1, and you may return this to your hand. Or, you not may, you have to return it to your hand if you pay the cost. I apologize for not putting this name. I thought these two cards were the same, so I forgot to put the name, but here's its skills. I'll add it in post, the name up top. When this unit is placed on the rear guard circle from hand, if you have a Vanguard with Hasseret in its card name, choose a critical trigger from your drop, and you may put it to the bottom of your deck. Act rear guard circle once per turn. If you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Hasseret in its card name, cost, counterblast 1, search your deck for either up to one grade 2 card with power 9,000 or less, or one grade 1 card with 7,000 power or less, and call it to the rear guard circle. Shuffle your deck, and this unit gets plus 5k until the end of turn. It is important to note, you still gain the power even if you do not call it, because the requirement is you may call up to one. So as long as you play that counterblast, you get the 5k power. Phosphorescence Stream Hasseret. Dress up. It's also referred to as Iridescent Palette Hasseret during this fight. Act on the Vanguard circle once per turn. If you Energy Blast 3, you can choose 5 of your normal rear guards, and until the end of the text, they get the red text skill auto on the rear guard circle. At the end of the battle, this unit attack, draw a card, and you may put it to the bottom of your deck. And this also gives 2k power. Auto on the Vanguard circle. At the start of your battle phase, Soul Blast 1, and until the end of the turn, all your units that are either having Hasseret in their card names, a grade 3 with original power 12,000 or less, or a grade 2 with original power 9,000 or less, or a grade 1 with original power of 7,000 or less, can attack from the back row center column and get plus 5k power. And now let's go into the LSR art. Here is Lilfa's art. It's decent. When I heard of this festival, I wasn't thinking of being a second summer set, even though I know these girls are from the summer set. Here's Hasseret's LSR art. But in my opinion, Metadeal's art is good. I was hoping they were going to follow this when they first revealed Metadeal's art. Then they showed the other two. But I was hoping they were going to follow this trend because it's just simple and clean. And for some reason, it gives me a little bit of Kingdom Hearts vibes. That's it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed or you want to be kept up on the news weekly, make sure to like and follow the channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.